Megacon. How I've missed you. How I long to return to your smile. The end. All right, next week somebody's gonna write me an email. Did you do a recording of Megacon? I miss you. Is it on the CD? No. And it shouldn't be. You guys, we've so much to cover in just a little bit of time. So, first things first, okay? I have some stuff to tell you. First of all right, listen. I brought with me the hottest girl at the convention. I know, right? And I don't even want to know what you just said. I don't even know. But I brought her with me. She's my girl, and she's going to be at my table, and she's in charge of my music CDs. And a lot of you guys wrote me emails, and you said, "Are you going to bring your music CDs?" I brought them for you. Yay! So I will have them. And I've been, if those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I've been writing and producing music twice as long as I've been voice acting. And I've got 6 different music CDs of original stuff. A lot of them have anime-related things on them, songs on them. And I have to tell you about the new one that I have that I did not have when I was here 2 years ago. OMG. It's a remix CD. Now let me tell you what's awesome about this. All of the songs are like up-tempo, kick-butt, high energy, the kind of thing you turn on in your car and annoy everybody on the road. Yeah! As you go by, right? As you drive by, or you pull up at the intersection, and all they're hearing is... Okay, but it gets better, okay? There are 3 songs in particular on this CD that I have to tell you about. Number 1, I got permission to record the Brothers theme. Which, let me tell you, is no easy thing to do, to get permission from the Japanese companies that own the songs. But now, I'm sure you're probably thinking, wait a minute, Vic, I sense a bit of a hypocrisy here. You told me that this was an up-tempo CD. Brothers, it's not up-tempo. I know you're thinking, how can I repay you, brother? Right? No. It's awesome. Right? And then, how many of you guys are fans of Dean Angel? It's on it. Right? And again, you're thinking, darkness of what you... No. Fun. And then finally, my darling Tamaki has a song called Guilty Beauty Love. It is also on here, and it kicks booty. Now, I will have these and the other 5 CDs of mine at my table downstairs. I'm going to be signing right after the panel. I'm going back down there. And you come down there, and let's let all of those other celebrities know that anime rules the world. I want you to go to Gil Gerard and say, hey Gil, Mr. Buck Rogers, anime rules the world. Then I want you to go to Michael Dorn. Mr. Dorn, I loved you as Worf. Anime rules the world. And then go to Mr. Shatner and say, Mr. Shatner, Star Trek rules the world. And he'll say, thank you very much. I'm glad you came. Okay, so I'll have the music CDs, and you know how everybody else charges? Do you know how many people came up to me and said, how much do you charge for an autograph? Zilch. I don't charge. And you know what? I have no intention ever charging for my autograph because it's my way of saying thank you to you guys. However, some people sell pictures with their autographs for like 20 or 30 bucks, right? A picture doesn't do anything!
You're amazing!
CDs do stuff. And I'll sign them for you. Now, secondly...
Reasonable Ranger!
It's my Broly right here. All right, second. I have a present that I brought for you guys. I think I had it last time I was here. But this is for you. Now, let me tell you what this is. Several years ago, I thought, I was sitting in my house and I thought, what can I do to show you guys, like, what can I give back to you as a way of saying thank you for your kindness and your support of my work? And so I thought, you know, my faith is very important to me, so what would be better than for me to give back to you something that's precious to me, right? That makes sense, right? So you know what I did? I spent months and months and months recording the entire Gospel of John from the Bible, like an audiobook. Wait a minute. I know some of you were thinking, oh great, thanks a lot. That's all I ever wanted out of life was Edward Elric reading the Bible. And you know, that would be rather cool. However, I used a real cool contemporary translation. It's not the lofty, flowery 1611 King James version. Like, instead of saying, you know, verily great was the wrath of the Lord, it says, God was ticked off. So, it's fun to listen to. It's the way we talk. And then I gave little voices to the different characters, so you can enjoy it. Now, I, myself and some friends of mine put a lot of time and a lot of love and a lot of money into making these so that I could give them away to you for free. So I will have these on the table. I will have these on the table at the autograph session. If you would like one, you may take one. And all I ask of you is, if you take it, listen to it. Because you know, you're an amazing girl. And you know what, you guys? There are a lot of people running around Megacon that are handing out free flyers, right? And these are free, but they aren't cheap. They have a lot of love and a lot of time put into them. What I want is, if you take one, I want you to actually listen to it. Don't just take it because it's free, okay? Absolutely. I love you and I love Jesus. And you. And Jesus and you guys. If you and Jesus were next to each other, I would be blown away. I mean, the love would be huge. Okay, listen. Here's the last thing I want to tell you. If I run out of these, and I just may. No. There's good news. There's always good news. Remember, anime rules the world. I would like to officially invite any of you who are not members of the most awesome group on the planet. The Reasonable Rangers. How many Rangers in the house? See, aren't the rest of you feeling pretty left out right now?
John with the MSA!
Sit down!
Okay.
I'm just teasing. Listen, I would like to personally invite you guys to join. It's a great club. You instantaneously have a family of about 14,000 people now, all over the country, all over the world, who love the same things you love. We've had people make lifelong friends in the Rangers. We've had people meet and get married in the Rangers. We have Ranger get-together. Isn't that beautiful? We've got forums and chat rooms and get-togethers at conventions. So if you are not a member, I would like you to get one of these cards. Now, where are my girls that have some cards? Okay, see these girls with cards? If you'd like to have a card, raise your hand and they will give you one. Sweet, get on it. Oh, no, don't throw them. Don't throw them. Who would like this one? Here. Oh, you little vampire night girls. Okay, let me tell you some more stuff because I want to make the most of our time, okay guys? Yeah, if you keep your hands up and they'll give you a card. You guys, hey, somebody come over here. Hey, sweetie, come to the other side and help these guys. Okay, guys, let me tell you about a couple more things real quick. That was amazing jump. That was like a gazelle or something. Did you see that? It reminded me of like Spielberg's logo with the kid riding the bike over the moon. Real quick, one more thing. A lot of people often say, hey, would you record like an Edward Elric ringtone for my phone? Or would you record Kakarot for my phone? I mean, would you maybe record a voicemail so that when my friends call and they get my voicemail, it's Tamaki answering my voicemail? So I did that. And they're all on iTunes, if you guys are interested. Okay, by the way, the business cards that they handed out, if I run out of those CDs at the table, you can download it for free at www.reasonablerangers.com. Okay, now, you guys, I have fun videos to show you. And the DVD is on its way, but right now, while the DVD's coming, let's take some questions. We'll talk a little bit about things you'd like to talk about. Yes. Sailor Awesome. Yes. Uh-oh. She's videotaping. This is going to be embarrassing.
Oh, God.
Hold on one sec, guys. Question.
Okay, my friend Stephanie here today. Can you say hi to her first?
Steph can't be there?
Stephanie Gill.
Stephanie Gill?
Yes.
Everybody say hi to Stephanie.
Hi,
Do you have a question, my darling?
Can we do the coffee line?
The coffee line. Okay, sorry. We gotta do it. Come here.
Okay.
Do you know your part?
Oh, very well.
Oh, very well. She knows her part. All right, you guys, we're now going to reenact a scene from the first episode of Oran High School Hostel. Ready? Here it comes.
I'm afraid if I drink this coffee, my father will yell at me.
What if I let you drink it? From my mouth. Yeah! Thank you. Okay. Hold on. Now, who does not have a question about drinking things from your mouth? You guys, let me tell you something about the most demonic line ever spoken by human tongue. All right? Several years ago, can I do this? I probably can do this. I don't want the feedback. Several years ago, I was doing a convention with Travis and Aaron, and somebody in the crowd said, hey, hi, sweetie. Did I lie? Go ahead, girl. We're watching. The world is watching. This just got like PG-13, I think, or something. Anyway, so we were doing this convention, and somebody said, say something nice about each other's characters. Because there's all the rivalry, right, between Ed and Roy. So Aaron said something like, Ed is tall. And Travis said something about Aaron like,
Al smells nice.
Al smells like chocolate, or something, I don't even remember. So it was my turn. And I said, I'm not gonna say it, but, you know what I said? Who knows what I said? This girl knows what I said. I said this. You're not gonna say it. Who's gonna say it?
Roy Mustang looks dead sexy in a miniskirt.
So I just said it for fun, you guys. It was just a little joke, right? And then, hell left out of the depths of the fire and came upon me. And then for like 2 years, that's all anyone wanted to hear. Say this line, say this line. I was like, oh. And I did it for the longest time because you guys know how much I love you and I want to try to make you happy. But then I was like, okay, it's gotta stop. It's not even in the show, it has to stop. And you know what the worst part was? The worst part was when people started asking other voice actors to say it. Like, I mean, all of a sudden Sonny Strait, who plays Hughes, calls me and he says, dude, what's up with this line? They made me say this line. And then Chris Sabat is like, they made me say the line as Armstrong. So here I'm getting all in trouble, right, with my voice actor friends. The worst one was Aaron.
Oh, no!
You guys, Aaron at the time was like 12 years old, right? It's the sweetest little kid ever. And he's going to conventions with his mom, right? And he like doesn't, he's kind of young and this is all kind of big and new and crazy. And so somebody said to him, say the line. And so Aaron's like, and he said the line, right? And I was there when he did it. And I looked at him and I'm like, oh dude, you just signed your own death warrant. And he's like, yeah, right? 2 weeks later, Aaron calls me on the phone. They won't let me stop saying the line! I told you, dude. I told you. You got bit. You got the disease now. So I promised myself I would not say that anymore. So I'm not going to say it anymore. But now you understand why it must die. Right? Have a question? All the way in the back. Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh, baby, the ninth time is a charm. Absolutely. Yeah, listen, I am here for 2 reasons. To do this event with you and to sign things for you guys and meet you, so that's what I'm here for. So as soon as the panel is over, that's where I'll be. Who's got a question? Oh, I see a sight. Are you... Maka? Maka? Betty loves you. What's your question, my dear? What? No, Maka chopping my head. No, Maka. Don't chop Daddy's head. Yes, in the purple. Oh, you know I have. Yes, I have cosplayed as my characters many times. In fact, how many of you have ever seen a little thing called Full Metal Fantasy? Okay, hold on. Let me see the show of hands of people who have never seen it. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Okay, guys, you are in for a little surprise. Let me tell you a quick story. Right after we started recording Full Metal Alchemist, like 5-6 years ago, I really got excited about the show. It really just, I don't know, I just got more enthusiastic about it than any show that I had done yet. And so I came up with this idea and I thought, what would be a plausible story whereby a grown man could actually start turning into an anime character? And so I made up this little story, and then I started thinking I should ask some of the other voice actors if they would like to be in it with me. And so we got together one weekend in Houston, Texas, and we made something called Full Metal Fantasy. Now, as soon as I finished it, I started showing it at conventions. The only place you could see it was at a convention. You couldn't see it online, I didn't sell it, it wasn't on DVD. The only place to see it was like this, with a bunch of other fans, on a big screen, with a big sound, at a convention, okay? And I showed it for about a year, and then Funimation called. They know, dun dun dun. And Funimation said, this Full Metal Fantasy thing is getting really popular. And I'm on the phone in the middle of the Vic Mignogna's panel. Who are you talking to?
I'm hanging out on you.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Your friend what? Come here, give me the phone. What's his name? Yo, Rashid, what's up? Dude, why aren't you at the panel? What's up? You don't know where it is? What the heck, man? What the heck? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna tell you where it is, man. Alright? It's in room 224, E through H. It's right near the main entrance, like the main entrance where you come in where registration is. You come down the hallway, there's a sign that says anime events, and you come down and you come give me some love. Alright? Alright. Okay, hold on. We have so little time, there's so much I want to tell you. So Funimation called me and they said, this is getting really popular and we're kind of afraid that the Japanese who own Full Metal Alchemist are going to be upset that you made this live action thing. And I was like, why would they be upset? I mean, it promotes their show, right? I mean, I'm not taking any money for it. It's literally just the voice actors loving the show so much that they dress up as their characters. I mean, it's fun. And they said, well, we understand, but we don't want them to get upset that you did this. And so I said, okay. So they asked me not to show it. And I did not show this for about 3 or 4 years. And then, last year, something glorious happened. Somebody from Funimation called me, my dear friend Sophie, and she said, Vic, I have some good news for you. If you will let me know what events you intend to show it at, you can start showing Full Metal Fantasy again. So, I'm going to ask our master sound tech guru here to click on Full Metal Fantasy and crank up the audio. Do we have control of the lights in here for showing stuff? Can we dim the lights down here, guys? Are we able to bring the lights down, gentlemen? Do we know? Anybody know the answer to that question? Wait a minute. He knows the answer. Oh yeah! All right, if you will crank up, give us the big. It's the third one, Full Metal Fantasy.